I'm a single parent with 2 kids, 11 and 5. I also work 2 jobs trying to provide for them. And I must say, sometimes it gets hard for me to provide for them. We're trying to improve my life. I didn't know where to start. But this class has taught me how to start saving, managing my time, and also spending more time with my children, having fun.
I am starting over again from nothing, or should I say ground zero. After having a place to live with my mother as her primary caregiver until 4 years ago to homelessness when she died, we are beginning again. I'm currently applying for SSI. I'm caught in a niche of not being able to physically and mentally being able to work any longer, or I say at this time in my life, because I'm in therapy from past PTSD from an abusive husband.
The Getting Ahead program has empowered me. It has given me permission to think about myself. I would say that I'm a shy and quiet person, and I know some of you may find that hard to believe, but it's true.
I work 2 full-time jobs, more than twice a year, to try to make ends meet. I have 5 children, and a lot of people outside looking in tend to believe that people that live in HUB or that live off Section 8 or use any type of government assistance, they're lazy or don't want to work or don't take the initiative to do what needs to be done to get out of poverty.
Basically, I have very little to no significant income. And bringing that up is this class is about getting ahead financially. And my situation is very unique. It's not like everybody else's because I'm not in a said career. I mean, I think I'm the only one in the class that's tackling this particular situation, but I'm positive about it.
This class has showed me that I'm capable of doing anything that I put my mind to and that I have a voice. Before the GA class, I was always doing things with and for my 2 daughters. Then I started looking forward to coming to GA class on Mondays. This class gave me an opportunity to confer with other adults outside the workplace, and now I feel like I have a new circle of influence. These are people whom I feel like I can network with in the near future.
I have went to school, and that was to obtain my CDA. I'm in the testing process of that now, and I'm confident that I would pass it, but it's also disturbing to know that people that didn't have to get any college credit or anything make what I'm going to be making.
That's why this class is so important, to put our community here. People from all economic classes need to get together so that we can formulate a plan to build Camden into a better Camden where we are all equal.
I learned that poverty is not just about low income, but having 11 different resources that can contribute to it, and knowing that this tool will help me throughout my life.
So we investigated the 3 voices, and it's how people talk to one another, and it makes all the difference in getting along and not getting along. So in respect and disrespect. We investigated the voices that we use to help understand where other people are coming from and what they expect to hear.
It's important that we start with what is real. To do that, we have to listen to each other and ask tough questions. Everything we did was based on having true and accurate pictures of what was really going on now and how we can change our life circumstances.
So there is a lot of issues with livable wage where we live in Camden. And a lot of people, like myself, I went to Tyson and was in 2 accidents in the meantime of going back and forth trying to make that pay. End up having to quit that because the last one was pretty bad and I had kids to get home to. So that left me back to square one.
There are many predators that target people in poverty. There are more liquor stores, pawn shops, car mart type stores, rent to own, and payday loan companies in impoverished communities that aren't seen in other communities. They pretend to care about our communities, and they pretend like they're giving us a good deal, and they talk nicely, but these people do not have our best interests in mind.
Everywhere I go now, I think of tyranny of the moment. It has taught me to plan ahead because anything can happen. It's also taught me to take everything I do as a top priority. These things are important, even if you aren't in poverty. You just need them to just basically get through life.
The parent voice is the internal parent, which is ingrained in us by our real parents, our caregivers, our teachers, and it consists of messages that come out in phrases like, do as I say, or life isn't fair, get used to it. And this tends to be more like orders, demands, and threats instead of, and it usually causes conflict because people don't like being told what to do or how to do it, or talked down to as well. And the second voice,
The child voice, and this is our internal child, is how we react to what we see, what we feel, and hear. When using our child voice in our self-talk, we are avoiding responsibility for our own situations. This voice, when used playfully, can diffuse angry or potentially dangerous situations. It's your fault. Things don't go right for me, and those are the phrases that you use
when speaking in your child voice, yeah. The last voice,
the adult voice. It's our inner adult. Begins around 10 months of age. The adult is the thinking part of who we are, which gives us control over our child or parent. This is the voice needed for learning and is used to discover how others think and feel. The phrases tend to be respectful, comparative, informative, and reasoned. And speaking in an adult can be used for building relationships, learning, resolving conflicts, and negotiating. In closing, the adult voice is respectful, enhancing the chances that real communication and correction will happen.
And when you do work two jobs, they do cut you off public assistance, but it's no cushion room. The gap between working 4 to 20 hours versus not working at all is huge. And there's no cushion room. We don't have any unity in our community, and we should. That's what Getting Ahead is about.
I also someday want to own my own home. With that, I know I would have to do a lot of saving and investing my time and my money. I see myself now managing my time, starting saving, and also focusing more on me building a family with my girls.
My daughter is 18, about to get, well, I said at the time, her GED. Now she is almost about to graduate and wants to go on to college. She actually wants to be a construction engineer, go into construction engineering.
I hope they can remember that I didn't want to hand out. That mommy worked for everything she had. It may have took time away from them, but they know why I had to do it.
I'm learning that sometimes it does take one person to make a difference. So I'm trying to be the best person I can be. I want to volunteer with the community. I want to help in doing my part and bettering the community as a whole.
I must remind you, your life can be hard at times, but it's with the decisions that you make that can make you have a better life. Also, I want to explore the world with my children. I was never able to do that when I was young. So I want my children to experience more in life than I did. That if I want to do something, to get up and make the right choices. Don't just sit back. If you want to do something, get up and start. Start now.
I would encourage anyone to go through this program. You will have nothing to lose and everything to gain. I would like to take this time to thank the GA committee for giving me this opportunity. Thank you to Pastor Lott for being an amazing facilitator. And I want you to know that your work and your teaching will not go in vain. Thank you.